Tapped in, yeah, we in a loop. Had to step outside, now we going back in. Got my troops, let it loose, fuck it choose. Who are you? Tapped in, we making moves. Got the juice, we never lose. Yeah,
Shalom family, shalom. It's your boy Solemn Prophet. Hey, it's been a while, man. Aside from the weekly Shabbat talks with Professor S, my brother, I haven't made one of these in a while, so I kind of wanted to come on here, have some open dialogue, open discussion with you guys, talk about a couple different topics. First and foremost, this week I do apologize. I wanted to postpone Shabbat talk from Wednesday and do it on Thursday, but things didn't work out the way I had planned. So we're just gonna cancel Shabbat talk for this week, and we'll resume Shabbat talk next week. I apologize for the darkness. It is early in the morning, and I'm on my way to work. So my apologies, but all you need to do is just really listen to me anyway. Y'all don't need to look at me. I ain't nothing to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But all right. So first topic I want to talk about and get out the way is this whole, Kyrie Irving and that Kanye situation. So first I'm gonna say this, right? Be careful who you put your stock in. Be careful who you put your stock in. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, be careful who you are placing trust, placing reverence, placing association with. These people in Hollywood, these entertainers, these famous people, these celebrities, these people are not for you. They're not for us. They are for themselves. And if being for themselves means that they have to sell out, and when I mean sell out, I mean sell out their own people and sell out themselves to get what they want, to get the goal that they want to reach, they're gonna do it. So I'm tired of hearing when a celebrity comes out and says something that disappoints the black community, specifically the Hebrew Israelite community, and then the Hebrew Israelite community be up in an uproar about it. I'm sitting over here on the sidelines looking at y'all being upset, like, bruh, you put that on yourself. Why did you even think that person was for you to begin with? Like, you put yourself through that unnecessary pain. Like, that don't make no sense to me. So Kyrie Irving, and hell, let me quickly just address the Kyrie Irving situation. Kyrie Irving, he made the post. He shared the link to the Hebrews to Negroes documentary, right? He wasn't even saying that he a Hebrew Israelite. He was just saying that he watched the documentary, he found it interesting, and he wanted to share it, right? And he's been doing some internal, inventory, some soul searching, and he just got questions that he want answers to, so he's just doing his due diligence, right? So that's the first thing. Soon as a celebrity come out, and I've addressed this on some posts, but it's annoying. Soon as a celebrity, any celebrity, say black people are the true Jews, or black people are the Israelites, the whole Hebrew Israelite community go up in an uproar. Oh yeah, see, look, they waking up. Look at this. That's all nonsense. Anyway, it's nonsense. And if you want to know why it's nonsense, get with me, and I'll break it all down to you, because the scriptures are absolutely 100% clear. But yes, the 12 tribes of Israel came from Jacob, and they were what we would consider black or melanated individuals. But in the Old Testament, way before you get to the New Testament, there were other nations living amongst the Israelites. Hear me now. Living amongst the Israelites, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and were considered Israel as well. Non-Israelites were granted what you would call citizenship as Israelites in the Old Testament. Now, I'm not talking about Acts chapter 10. I ain't talking about grafting in of the Gentiles. I'm talking about old school, fully classified. And the scriptures are clear. They are considered as one that is homeborn. These are the strangers who sojourn. Just like there's multiple uses of Gentile, there are multiple uses of stranger. So you need to look into the context to see which stranger the scriptures are talking about in the context. However, there's a multitude of evidence in the scriptures that state not only if they sojourn and keep the law, they're Israel, but they are to be loved as Israel. They are to be treated as Israel. And they are also given inheritance rights among Israel. So when you fast forward, 2,000 plus years to modern day, just because you have melanation in your skin does not make you Israel. And that's the big misconception that's going on. So I always want to put that falsity to bed anyway. But getting back on the topic, anytime a celebrity comes out and says that black people are the true Israelites, the Israelite community jumps up in an uproar and they quick to repost and share and say people waking up and celebrate, right? Brag, boast, full of that ego. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the Most High. It's not about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It's not about, being obedient to his word and his instructions and modeling your life after the example set forth by his son, Hamashiach. No, but it's about the fact that you're special, that you were born into this bloodline lineage that's of a set apart people, set apart for the Most High. That's what's important, right? Yeah, it sounds so stupid to me, but anyways. So when these celebrities come out and they say stuff like that, y'all quick to jump on and support them. It don't matter if this person was a murderer. It don't matter if this person sold crack babies for real estate. As soon as they say that, they on y'all team. Oh yeah, this brother waking up. Da, 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 da. And then every time after they say something like that, if they do anything wrong, or say something against the Hebrew Israelite community, or even, I'll just say this, even just continue being who they are and who they've shown us to be, y'all are disappointed. Y'all are heartbroken. I can't believe this brother said that. I can't believe this brother or this sister did that. Man, da 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 da. I thought they was, I thought they was about the truth. I thought they was waking up. Nah, brother. People say and do what they want to serve their own agenda. And let me say this about Kyrie, because since a lot of this controversy has arisen because of what Kyrie did, and folks is coming around at his defense in swarms, uplifting the brother, which is good. I love when we uplift our people. And when I say our people, I'm just talking about black people in general, right? But also people are coming to attack this brother in swarms, right? And I understand why the attack is happening. I understand about the elitist agenda and everything like that, and who's truly in control. But Kyrie Irving himself, he isn't doing this because he's a Hebrew Israelite. He isn't doing this because he may or may not, right? I don't know. It's speculation at this point, but he probably ain't even really rocking with what he's saying right now, right? But Kyrie Irving has shown time and time again that no matter whatever the norm is or the narrative is, he would just like to go opposite of that, right? I don't think the brother, I mean, I know he comes off when he speaks like he's an intelligent brother, but then the stuff that comes out of his mouth doesn't always align with that intellect, right? So when you actually listen to what he be saying and see the decisions that he be making, it seems like he just is a rebellious child that just wants to go against whatever the structure is. Whatever the rules say, he don't want to be bound by the rules. He want to just do whatever he want to do. So when they say get the, get the poke, get the jibby jab, stippy stab, he was like, nah, I don't want to do that. Not necessarily because he did his research on everything on it. He literally just didn't want to do it because everybody was doing it, or they told him that he had to get it. You don't tell Kyrie Irving what he has to do, it's not gonna really work out for you. That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? And so he constantly goes against the grain, and that's just who he is in general, right? So it doesn't surprise me that he would share a controversial video, because we know the video, we know the contents of the video, right? I haven't seen the video, but I've seen similar documentaries. I know the brother's work, who made the documentary, and I've done my research, I've done my history, I've done my studies, I know what they're talking about. So just because he shared the video, that don't mean that he's aligned with you and he's on your team. And what I mean by when these celebrities go against it, y'all get all upset and mad, is looking at Shaq, right? And then I'm seeing everybody being upset at Shaq for what he said, and Shaq called Kyrie Irving an idiot. He's going to. Shaq is a fucking puppet. Shaq is doing what Shaq needs to do to continue the checks rolling in for Shaq. He don't care about y'all. He don't care about what y'all feel about him. That nigga go to sleep resting easy. Easy. Because he's covering his bottom line. And that's a lot of people. They posted the picture of Shaq when he was in that little, I think it was like a restaurant or a bar with those, I think it was ISUPK members or some kind of camp members, because they was Power Rangered up and they had the fringes and stuff on. So, and they posted the picture now, talk about some Shaq, see you saying what you saying, what if this picture come out? Bro, when something hits the internet, bro, it's out there. Ain't nobody covering it up. Once it hits the internet, that's a wrap. So Shaq was showing, he took that picture with them, and everybody in the Hebrew Israelite community thought he was for them. And then when he said what he said about Kyrie Irving, everybody's up in arms. Like, how could you say that? You contradicting yourself. Is you for us or against us? He was never for y'all. Just in that moment, aligning with y'all made some kind of benefit for him. I don't know what it was, but it was, you know what I'm saying, it benefited him. You have to expect people to be who they are. You don't get into Hollywood like that by the sweat of your brow. You get into Hollywood, whether it be in the entertainment industry, in the media, you know what I'm saying, professional athletes and all of that. You get into that by other means in addition to the sweat of your brow. So once you're there, you have to do whatever whatever is asked or required of you to maintain that status. And unfortunately, a lot of that might go against, what your moral code of ethics is. But once you in that game, you done already signed that deed in blood. You done already gave your soul away. And I'm not saying every single person, maybe there's a couple, but at this point, I lump everybody that is famous in the same basket. Everybody. Until proven otherwise. It's like the opposite. Well, no, they say you're innocent until proven guilty, but we know in this country you're guilty until proven innocent. So we just gonna keep that same energy. Y'all guilty until you proven innocent, right? Even the people that seem like they know the truth and they be going on their little podcast and be speaking about some things that we like, oh yeah, they still do what they need to do. They still, you know what I'm saying, doing movies, dressing up as women, or playing a gay role, or whatever the case may be, pushing agendas. They still doing the shit. So at this point, y'all shouldn't be surprised. Y'all shouldn't be surprised at any of these celebrities that do any of those things, because they really truly not for you. People mad at Shannon Sharp for what he said. At what point did you think Shannon Sharp was for you? At what point? Because he funny and it's entertaining to watch him and Skip Bayless go at each other? Let me tell you something. On the camera, they going at each other. Off the camera, they best friends. They best friends. He seems so heated at Skip sometimes, and you be feeling that too. You be like, oh, bro. When they say cut, bro, he like, man, what we gonna eat? Hey, Skip, what we gonna eat, Skip? Come on now. Let's be real. Anybody who disappointed you, you can't align yourself with celebrities. That idolatry that we had in the secular world, oh, I love them. I love their music. I love their movies. Listen, you know, I don't understand why all of a sudden things have to be different if they've been the same for so long, right? I like Denzel Washington, right? I like his movies, and even when he speaks in public, you know, a lot of times he refers back to God. You think I'm putting my stock in that? Come on now. So if Denzel Washington comes out and says something crazy, right? Oh, I've done my research, and you know, the Jewish people over in Israel are actually the Jewish people of the book. Or he does something real crazy that hits headlines. Do you think I will be surprised? No, because I don't put my stock in that. I know that people are fully capable of doing some messed up shit. And that don't mean that I'm hating on anybody or I want to see people fail, because it has nothing to do with that. I'm just being realistic. I put my stock in the scriptures. I put my stock in the example set forth in the scriptures. Those individuals I put my stock in. I don't put my stock in man, any man, let alone these posers and fakesters that are in the limelight. They don't represent us. Neither are the politicians, because they in the limelight too. You rocking with a politician and voting for him and talking about all of his agendas and the policies he wants to implement and put in place, and how it's gonna make it so much better for the black people or for whoever. Man, listen, they tell you what they want to tell you. That's what a campaign is. Go look up the definition of a campaign and the etymology of a campaign, and then get back to me. They will say and do whatever they need to do to get your vote. And when I say your vote, I don't even really mean your vote. Maybe at the lower levels of the politicians, like local political positions. But once you get up there, especially the president, you're not even voting for no president. The electoral college votes for the president. Now you do vote for representatives, and some of those representatives can, be put into the electoral college. But just because you voted for them, that don't mean that they represent you. They're supposed to, according to the law, but they don't always do it. They're gonna vote for whatever aligns their agenda. It's corruption all the way up and down the chain. That's why politics is pointless. Politics is pointless. But if a politician who you supported don't do what you're supposed to do, speaking of like Obama, everybody went, oh man, Obama was gonna do this. Everybody was excited. First black president, da 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 da. You looking at his lineage a little bit and you be like, it's kind of shaky. kind of shaky, little shaky. You know what I'm saying? And then you get disappointed. What did he do for the black people? Why did you think he was for you? Again and again and again and again and again. We keep setting ourselves up for failure, right? Kanye, let's go. Let's talk about Kanye. Same thing. Everybody rock with Kanye, especially I'm from Chicago, right? So I was living in Chicago when Kanye was on the rise, right? Oh man, this brother, he sound different. He got bars. He make good music. His beats are crazy. He comes from where we from, so he feels what we feel. We identify. We got behind Kanye, right? Man. And he was putting in his music the entire time. His struggle. He was putting when Kanye first got on, he was hungry. And he was for the people. He wanted, you know what I'm saying? He was for the people. He was trying to help. He was helping brothers and sisters out. He was paying for block parties and donating money to schools when he finally got on and stuff like that. But even in his music, he was telling you how he was battling with the evil unseen forces, the demonic forces. Go watch the Jesus Walks With Me video. That fire behind him that was chasing him, that he was running from, that was him that was symbolic. That was him running from the elites that was trying to get him to join their cause. And then he eventually caved in, and then you saw a change in Kanye. His mom passing wasn't a coincidence. He sacrificed her. And then he went on, I just recently saw a video, I shared it on my Facebook page. He says that she was sacrificed. When a person dies, you say that they died. He sacrificed his mom. That was his ticket to fame. Like to unseen fame. Like he was famous because he had got the record deal. But he was one of the few. He was one of the few that was in it that wasn't corrupted yet. And then he became corrupted. And that's when he got super big. Kanye's one of the richest black men in the world. Not even America, in the world. Why? Because he did what he needed to do to get to where he got. Now where he's at, it seems like he is waking up and he's going against the people who put him on. And now he's getting all of this support and hate, of course, and hate, because if you going against their agenda, of course they're going to try to discredit you and shut you down, right? But we forget about all the bad decisions that Kanye has made over the last 15 years. We just going to forget about all of that, right? And then as soon as he say, oh, black people, the Jews, here we go. Hebrew Israelite community coming in droves. Yo, Kanye speaking truth. Kanye waking up. Yo, sharing, posting all of this. Every interview he do, you own it. Now I'm gonna let this play out for like another 6 months to a year and see how y'all be feeling in a year when he flip on y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? He might renege on some shit he said. He might do some apologies. He might work with some of the people he's actually after. Because here's the thing. People who have acquired that much wealth, they want to hold on to it desperately. They don't want to lose it. So once he loses enough, we'll see how he feels and the message that he's putting out and what he represents at that point. We'll see. But I'm telling you, don't put your stock in these people. If a celebrity says some things that's interesting, take it at face value. If it aligns with your beliefs or your agenda or whatever you're trying to do, you can, it's called chewing the meat and spitting out the bones. You can take that snippet and rep it. But that doesn't mean you automatically have to endorse the individual speaking it. There's been slave owners in history that have said some absolutely profound things. Do I endorse a slave owner? Hell no. But do I rebuke everything that person said, even if it was facts or if it was profound, if you can take it and apply it to your life. You know what I'm saying? Hitler said some deep shit. Hitler said some deep shit. Does that mean that I rock with Hitler? I mean, bro, it's a lot to Hitler that y'all don't really know. But do your research on Hitler too, man. Look, I'm dropping gems today. But yeah, man, listen. Be careful on who you align yourselves with. And don't get your hopes up. When you get your hopes up, my father told me this when I was a kid, man. Because I was a kid where if you told me like, hey, this weekend I'm gonna take you to the movies, or I'm gonna take you to the go-kart place, or I'm gonna take you somewhere fun, anywhere fun. Soon that from the moment you said those words to me, I was, yeah, really? I'm excited, right? Super excited. Can't stop thinking about it. Setting myself up for failure because life happens. And if for whatever reason I wasn't able to go to the movies, go to the go-kart place, or anywhere fun, and we had to reschedule, or it just stopped and it fell through, and we didn't do it at all, I was distraught. Oh my goodness, bro. My whole world was shut down. It was crashed. And it would just break me. Because I didn't know how to regulate those emotions. And my father he sat me down and he said, listen, son, stop. Now, he didn't tell me to stop getting excited. He said, stop getting my hopes up. If someone told me that they were going to do something fun with me, it's okay to be excited. But I had to maintain the understanding that may not happen. Even if that individual had full intention on doing exactly what they said. He said sometimes things don't work out the way they were planned. That was some of the most profound advice I received from my father. And I got that early on. I was probably about 6 or 7, maybe 8. And I applied that to my life. And let me tell you, it saved me from a lot of heartbreak. Because it's okay to be excited. But when you don't set your expectation through the roof for every little thing, when it doesn't work out, you're like, that sucks, but it's okay. I'm good. You ain't, oh no, you ain't none of that. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind, family. Keep that in mind. If Kanye come out with some more information and it be right along with the Hebrew Israelite agenda, cool, rock with it if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But don't be surprised if you switch up. Don't be surprised if you say something that disappoints you, because now y'all gonna be hurt, and then I'm gonna have to see all of y'all posts on my Facebook timeline, and then it's just gonna be like, bro, here we go again. Here we go yet again. Amari Stoudemire was another one. And he came out publicly and said he a Hebrew Israelite. Oh yeah, black people are the Jews. We waking up. I'm bloodline Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. Blah, 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 blah. On interviews, posts, blah, 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 blah. Then what did he do? He said to Kyrie in a post, I think he tweeted it. He said, when you wrong, you should apologize. What made Kyrie Irving wrong in this situation? He literally shared a link to a documentary. How is that wrong? Tell me, how is that wrong? But the person who said that he should apologize, guess what? He's thinking about his bottom line too. That's y'all mans. That's why I posted y'all had to hold this L. Y'all gotta hold that L. Still to this day. Y'all gotta hold that L. Stop putting faith in these people, man. They not for us. Brandon T. But when he came out being Hebrew Israelite, everybody messing with him. He go to the Hebrew Israelite community, you know what I'm saying? And then what happened? I don't even know what happened. but I can based on the history. You know, they say when you flip a coin, right? Even if I flip a coin 5 times and it all comes out heads, if I continue to flip that coin, the mean, which is the average, is always going to be 50. That's a bell curve. That's a mathematic gem for y'all. I'm dropping gems today. If I flip that coin from now to the end of time, the average is going to come out half and half. Half of the time tails, half of the time heads. I'm telling you, bro. So I just based it off of that, man. All right, another thing. What's the next topic? All right, I have been thinking about starting another YouTube channel for a while now. I just didn't know what to do with them, so I'm still getting some information. But I think I might have the type of platform that I want. This past year, I've been exposed. Actually, the past 2 years, I've been exposed to a lot of good new information that I've been chewing on, that I've been researching, that I've been studying and listening to, and it's amazing. And I really want to share that with you all, but I want to make sure that I understand it fully and that I'm well versed in it, right? I don't like to just share stuff that I don't have a lot of knowledge on, and then I may be incorrect, and then I gotta go back and apologize and change up, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not really what I like to do. Folks be getting access to new information, and then first time they see it or hear it, then they want to be a teacher and go out and teach it. Everybody's not meant to be a teacher, you know what I'm saying? But I do think that this information will benefit us. I do think that this information will be edifying and, you know what I'm saying, change some lives drastically, right? It's opened my eyes. My whole perspective has changed in terms of outlook on life, right? Ain't no crazy far left stuff. Like, you know, I ain't denouncing, you know, my faith or my beliefs or anything like that. Still a servant of the Most High. It's just I'm understanding more and more how the Most High is working, right? How he's working, the things that he's doing, right? It's amazing. So I think that that's going to be the general consensus of this new platform, among some other things. Probably in like a podcast format. Be great to get some other brothers and sisters to be on it. But if it's just me, then, you know, that's absolutely fine. But that's going to be on the horizon. Keep a lookout for that. I say probably maybe at the turn of the year. I don't know. I don't want to give it a timeline. I don't know. Whatever the Most High works out, then that's probably what it'll be. What else? Oh boy, so much stuff. We'll call it here. All right. Cause I'm almost at work and this video is long enough. So whatever I was gonna talk about, it'll come back to me, and then I'll do another one of these videos probably in a couple of days or so. But with that being said, family, if you ain't really listened to anything I've said over the past 45-50 minutes, I don't know what it is, because my wife called me and the video got split. So right now I'm seeing 28 minutes, but I was talking probably like for 15 minutes before that. But if you ain't really rocking with anything I've said, that's cool. But just take it to heart. Keep your expectations and people in check. Stop endorsing individuals who you do not know. You don't know any of these celebrities. You don't know any of these politicians. Because when they disappoint you, it's affecting you. You don't understand the energy, the frequencies, and the emotional connections behind those things and how they can be detrimental to you. So with that being said, family, be safe, guard your souls, because we fight not against flesh and blood. You know what I'm saying? And man, shalom. Y'all be safe out there. Take it easy.
It's the truth. Let it loose.